Hey guys, this is Naveen here. Welcome back to Naveen Automation Labs. You must have heard about Selenium 4.60 is already available in the market now. On 4th November, they actually released it. Major big change happened. Now you don't need to set up any System.setProperty or any WebDriver Manager from the Bonigarcia API. You don't need to use it anything. Now it's a native support by Selenium. You just simple write WebDriver equal to new Chrome driver, and then it will automatically take care of your binary. It will download the binary if it is not available. If it is available, it will not download it. So what happened is it's still in the beta mode, and they have actually released a new feature that is called Selenium Manager. Just we were having WebDriver Manager from the Bonigarcia. Now we have Selenium Manager. But remember one thing, a couple of people were asking about that. Is it using WebDriver Manager internally or something like that? No, I'll show you practically. It's a new feature that is Selenium Manager class with the help of a singleton pattern in Java implementation that they have created that. And they are not using any third-party API to manage the binary, to manage the .exe file. But the good thing is that now you don't need to worry about System.setProperty and webdriver.chrome.driver and the path of the chromedriver.exe or path of the any exe file. You don't need to worry about it. Selenium is taking care of internally. So now the WebDriver Manager is also gone, and that System.setProperty is also gone, or any other third-party library in Python or in C# or anywhere that you are using it. It's absolutely no need to use it now. That's an amazing feature that they have implemented it. But how to implement it, how to write the code, how to use it, I'll show you. And then if you're already using, let's say, some 4.x version and you really want to migrate to 4.6.0 version and you really want to use this specific feature, what are the changes that you have to do in your system? And I'll tell you the basic architecture also, how exactly it is working, where exactly these binaries are getting stored. And we will see that what exactly the cache, the temporary files maintained by Selenium internally. Okay. So let me share my screen and then I'll show you both on the Windows and the Mac machine. So let me just show you first on the Mac machine. What do you do? Let's talk about the feature. And Selenium 4.6.0 released. Just search it on Google and then you will see this page, official selenium.dev page. You simply come here and here the major change happened. You can see the highlight that adding support for CDP released in Chrome. This is fine because 105 was removed. Initial implementation of Selenium Manager across bindings. So what you do, you just simply right click on it and then click on new tab. And there are some other changes happened, like a new version of HTTP 11 for the Selenium grid fixes, important grid fixes, and then Docker images, they got upgraded and all such things. So which is fine. These are the different other changes, but the major change is this Selenium Manager. Now let's see what exactly Selenium Manager is all about. So you see that get a working environment to run Selenium out of the box with a new beta feature, and it's actually written by Bonigarcia. See, that's an amazing thing. And then most people first experience with Selenium ends up with the error message like this one. See, if you don't set the executable file with Selenium, you will start getting illegal state exception that driver executable must be set by webdriver.chrome.driver, and you have to download the chromedriver.exe as compatible with your browser version that you are using it. Okay, so this is what they have given, that Selenium now with the batteries included. That's great. Selenium project wants to improve the user experience, and one of the first step, help to all users simplify how they set up the environment. And configuring browser drivers has been for many years a task which user needs to perform in order to have working environment to run Selenium. Okay, now see the major change. Setting up a browser driver, once that is not completed, but as the browser releases cycle got shorter, because in every 4-6 weeks, you are getting a new version of the browser. Today you have 107. After 4 weeks, you are getting a 108, 109, and it's so difficult to maintain these .exe files. This is what is written, especially with the Chrome, Firefox, and the Edge browser. Now they have created this Selenium Manager, is a new tool that helps to get a working environment to run Selenium out of the box. Still, this feature is not completely available. This feature is available in the form of beta form. So you can see beta 1 of Selenium Manager will configure browser driver for Chrome. They will keep monitoring it. They will keep fixing the bugs. If new bugs are coming from the users, they will fix it. And then maybe later on, they will release the exactly a specific release candidate for the Selenium Manager. Although Selenium Manager is part of 4.6.0, and then you can still use it. So to run the test with 4.6, you only need to have Chrome, Firefox, and Edge browser installed on your system. Other than that, you don't need to worry about it. You already have a driver installed. This feature will be ignored. If you already have a browser in your system path that you have configured, this feature will be ignored. If you have already used System.setProperty, this feature will be ignored. But if you are not using System.setProperty, this guy will take care of it automatically. So if you would like to help us to set up, throw it, delete your driver or remove your third-party driver manager. So it's still in the testing mode, and check that is it really working for you. If you're using 4.6.0, or if any kind of exception or any errors are coming, you can just raise a bug on their bug report. Future releases of Selenium Manager will eventually even download browsers if necessary. This is maybe the target they are checking for it in later version, but this feature is still in the beta version. Now you see Selenium Manager is not a completely new solution. Over the years, several third parties project in Selenium ecosystem emerge, such as WebDriverManager for Java, WebDriverManager for Python, WebDrivers for Ruby, WebDriverManager.net for C#, as I told you, that WebDriverManager for Java written by Bonigarcia for Python, and WebDriver managers are available, which will take care of your managers and binaries and everything. Now, all these projects serve as an inspiration and as a clear sign that the community needed this feature to be inbuilt in Selenium. This is a built-in feature in Selenium. It's a default feature of Selenium now. You don't need to use any third-party dependency to use this. Okay, and in fact, they did a survey in January 2021 shows that most Selenium users want to get rid of the driver management problem. Plus the fact that the driver installation page is by far the most visited one in the Selenium documentation. So this is the inspiration that they have given. Now what to do? You just need to use this particular Selenium Manager. It's a CLI command line interface tool. I'll show you how exactly they have included and everything. You can go to the separate repository that they have created, open in a new tab. You go there, and it's a separate repository on Git under official Selenium HQ project. And they have given a specific CLI version. For example, let's see if you really want to go with the Windows, you can just go with the Windows, and then you can see this is an exe file. You don't need to download it. Selenium actually added this .exe file automatically in 4.6.0 version. So you don't need to download it. If you really want to download it separately, you can download it. That's fine. Same thing for Mac and the Linux also. But we are not going to use it or configure it, this Selenium Manager in my code. This is just a part of my dependency. It will be given along with my Selenium a main project that is 4.6.0, and then I good to go with this. So you just want to do just simple, let's see, click on this, and then just scroll it down, and then you can just go to the official pom.xml file somewhere, maybe, or whatever the project that they have created with the Java project, for example, that they have created. You can go and check what is the latest version that they are using it. Anyway, so we are going to use this particular feature, and you can see that recently 10 hours ago, they have created this, removing the deprecated content related to something like this. So let's see what is a major change happened. So in order to test it, what should I do? I simply go to Eclipse and see this carefully. I have created one Maven project. You must be having a Maven project. Go to pom.xml file. And in pom.xml file, I'm just going to use, see this carefully, 4.6.0. Before that, I'll do one thing. Instead of 4.6.0, I'll just take a previous version, that is, let's see, 4.5.3 version, and let's test this particular feature. Okay, and this is these are dependencies got added. And go to Maven dependencies. You see that 4.53 jar files are available here. I just need to execute that without any System.setProperty. And this ChromeDriver.exe is nowhere configured in my system, in my laptop, in my environment variables, nowhere. I'm just going to run as Java application, and let's see, is it really launching the browser or not, or it will give you error. Yes, of course, it's going to give you the exception, that illegal state exception, because I'm using 4.5.3 and saying path to the driver executable must be set by this particular property, and then blah, blah, blah. And then you can download from here. So now we explicitly, I have to write System.setProperty, or maybe a Bonigarcia API that we have to use. And then we have to write WebDriverManager.chrome.driver something like this, or setup.method, you have to use it. Something like this, we have to use it. Perfect. So this is a solution that from last 10 years, 15 years, we are actually using it. We have to set up the binary here. But now what we just need to do, we just need to upgrade that. Now this feature is natively available. Upgrade to 4.6.0 and then save your .xml file. It will build the project, and now the entire project is actually available here. That 460 is available here. Now in 460, you go to this Maven dependency sections here under Maven dependency, and you will see one file that is Selenium Manager.460.jar. If you open this bundle and then you just go there and then see this one file that they have created. This is your Selenium Manager.class. Here you can see that they have given multiple .exe executable file also. So if you see for Windows, they have given this manager.exe. For Mac OS, they have given this. For Linux, they have given this particular Selenium Manager. So for example, let's see this Selenium Manager. It's available in my Maven dependency section. So now what exactly Selenium will do whenever you are writing WebDriver driver equal to new Chrome driver, you don't need to write any System.setProperty. It will automatically interact with this Selenium Manager internally and then check that do you have the latest .exe file on your system or not according to your browser version. So let's see, for example, in my browser, I'm having, in my system, I'm having 107. Then in that case, it will exactly download 107. If it is already available, it will ignore that. And then it will try to set up Chrome driver, and it will try to launch my Chrome browser here. So let's run it. And now let's see, is it really working or not? So I have upgraded it to 460. And now you can see Chrome driver is started. It's opening google.com and then finally quitting and giving me the title of the page without any exception. So this is absolutely working fine. Same thing, you can check it with other browsers also, not only for Chrome. You can check with a Firefox driver as well. And then import Firefox driver. Let's see, there is no Gecko driver exe. See, I have not set up anything. In fact, you can delete all your drivers. I have deleted all my drivers from my downloads folder or from my system, and it's absolutely working fine. And you can see Google is getting printed on the console. If you're using Windows machine, you can check it. Microsoft Edge browser also, you can check it there. Perfect. This is absolutely working fine. Now the question here is that this Selenium Manager class that they have created, this class, let's see this, what exactly the code that they have written. See, it's recently added, and see the documentation. This implementation is still in the beta mode, and it may change in future, guys. Remember this thing. This is not the permanent exact solution. They might make some changes in this particular code. Selenium Manager binaries are distributed in a jar file. And for Java language bindings, if these binaries are compressed with these jars, we need to serialize the proper binary for the current platform, Windows, Mac, or Linux, as an executable file. To implement this, we use a singleton pattern, as I mentioned. Since this way we have single instance in the JVM, we reuse the resulting binary for all the calls to Selenium Manager singleton during all the Java processes lifetime, deleting the binary and on runtime shutdown. Okay, perfect. Then you see that @beta. So this feature is not in the release mode or not in the full flash mode. This is still in the beta mode. Selenium Manager separate class that they have created, and they have created one private constructor internally. They are checking that okay, binary is not equal to null or binary is exiting or not. If it is not having, then only they will delete the binary from system as well. And then after that, they have created this method, that is get instance method. And if the manager is equal to null, then only Selenium Manager construct object will be created. The instance of Selenium Manager will be created. And then they have other private methods internally, but they have given one method. If you really want to know the location of the correct driver executable file path, you just need to tell the driver name, like where is the path of Gecko driver, Chrome driver, Microsoft Edge driver. This method you can call it if you really want to know that where exactly Selenium is internally storing my .exe file path. So let's use this method. How to use this method? This method is publicly available. So I have to create the object of this class first of all, but this method, this class is having one private constructor. So I cannot create the object of Selenium Manager. So what should I do? There is a static method. I can call this get instance method. And this method is actually internally creating the object of Selenium Manager. And then this private constructor will be called. It's a typical singleton pattern. that they have implemented here. This is what they have written, singleton pattern. Saying singleton pattern means only one object or one instance of the Selenium manager will be created here. Now let's do one thing. I'll simply come here and then I use this Selenium manager dot get instance method dot the method name is get driver path. Which driver path? I really want to know that where exactly my Chrome driver file path is available. Okay, so you can simply see this is what they have given. They have created one immutable list, Gecko driver, Chrome driver, or Microsoft Edge driver. It contains your driver name that you are passing. Then it will give you the exact binary path. It will return the driver path over here. So let's see, is it really working or not? Chrome driver path. And then I really want to use my Chrome driver. I want to launch the Chrome browser. And then once it will give it to you, this get driver path, it will give you a string. So let's say I'm going to store inside the Chrome path here. That is the driver path. And then I'm going to print it. And I really want to know where exactly it is available. Okay, where exactly it's managing all the driver executables and everything. So let's run this program and let's see, is it really working or not? It's giving you the path or not. So here, yes, you can see the first line here, it's printing that, okay, hey, this is your user directory, dot cache, it is actually maintaining, go to Selenium, Chrome driver, Mac64 machine, and then this is the browser version that you are having it, and this is a Chrome driver. So in this cache, it is actually maintaining, just like WebDriverManager, the Bonigarcia also was exactly doing the same thing, is actually doing the same thing, that's creating the cache, and then inside the cache, it was maintaining all the .exe. So what I'll do, I simply go to my terminal and I'll check that is it really happening or not. So I'll simply go to clear and you can check that I'm already in this particular directory. Okay, cache directory, go to CD. Let's copy this from here to here. Copy this path, same thing, change the directory, go to ls, see 107 is available. Let's go to this path and then check ChromeDriver.exe is available here. That's so nice. Same thing if you really want to, let's go to up to once again Selenium and then check this. Gecko driver and Microsoft Edge driver is also available here. If you really want to check that which Gecko driver version that I'm having it, so you can just simply go to Gecko driver, go to ls, let's see Mac64 and then check ls. 0.32.0 is available in my system for Gecko driver. Same thing for Microsoft Edge here. So how exactly it is doing? You go to ls, just go to one more back up to Selenium directory. Check that, okay, under cache Selenium, check ls, and then this is the file that it maintains internally, Selenium Manager.json. If you see the content of Selenium Manager.json, here you can see number of browsers are maintained with respect to, let's see, for Chrome 107, Firefox 106, same thing. Drivers are maintained. Okay, fine. For browser 107, driver name is this, driver version, it is like that. Perfect. So this is what the JSON file it is maintained. On the basis of this particular JSON file, internally it is checking and then it is maintaining your Chrome driver.exe here. If it is already available, let's see, then it will not download. Tomorrow 108 is there in the market and your browser got automatically upgraded to 108. Then it will create one more folder inside this Chrome driver. See, let's go to Chrome driver once again. And let's see, go to Mac64, see 107. Tomorrow 108 is there. It will create 108 folder and then it will take care of it automatically internally. So this is just a method to get the driver path where exactly your Chrome binaries are placed or other browser binaries are placed there. Perfect. So this is absolutely working fine. Now you don't need to worry about any System.setProperty. This is just to give you the where exactly the binary paths are available and then start running it. See, let's run it again. And absolutely working fine. Okay, it's not giving you any error here. So it's a big major change and amazing feature that they have implemented natively. And it's still in the beta mode. I'm pretty much sure that very soon it will be in the release mode also, although it's already part of 4.6.0. Now, let's see how to do in your framework. So you're already having an existing framework. For example, let's see any hybrid framework with the page object model or something. Let's see, for example, let's see, this is the framework that we have developed. And where exactly you must be having some driver manager class or maybe a driver factory class with if-else logic or switch case logic, where you are writing that a WebDriverManager.chrome.driver setup. So this is a Bonigarcia code. And same thing for the Firefox, you are writing Firefox driver.setup, or you must have used maybe System.setProperty for GeckoDriver.exe or EdgeDriver.exe or ChromeDriver.exe. Now you don't need to worry about it. You can comment it out, this particular line, and you just need to go to your pom.xml file of your framework. Let's go there. So I'm just going to do a pom.xml file and then upgrade your Selenium version. See here, I'm using 4.4.0. I'm going to use 4.6.0 and then save it. When you save it, it will build the project. You can do a simple Maven build the project, right click, go to Maven and update the project once. So let's build the project. And after that, simple save it. Go to driver factory.java. It's giving one error here. Okay, Opera driver, you can just ignore it. I'm just going to comment it out. Opera is already deprecated. It's not supported in the form of direct Opera driver. So just ignore Opera. Okay, perfect. So see, I'm not using any system property, not using any Bonigarcia. And let's see, is it really working or not? So, okay, I hope this is fine. This is, and if any other imports are available, so let me remove this also. Perfect. Now this file is absolutely fine. I just simply go to my QA config.properties. I don't want to run it on the remote machine. Okay, I was using some Selenium grid, so that's fine. Now I'm going to run this, my test.ng regression.xml file. And let's see, without system property, nothing, it should launch my browsers and everything here. See, 2 Chrome browser running in the parallel mode. And yes, we are testing with the parallel mode also, which is absolutely working fine. That's so nice. So I'm not in my framework also. I have successfully migrated from the previous version to the 4.6.0 with Selenium Manager feature. Okay. So now I'm going to see this. It's absolutely working fine. Let me terminate that. So this is what you have to do. Just update your pom.xml file and update to 4.6.0. And where exactly depends on your framework to framework. Remove unnecessary import for the Bonigarcia and remove all the system.setProperty. You can remove this and don't use WebDriverManager.chromedriver.setup. Now Selenium will take care of it internally. That's it. You're just writing driver equal to new Chrome driver and that's it. Okay. So this is how you can just simply migrate to your specific 2460 and then start using this particular feature. So that's what I'm saying. Why this chapter is slightly long, because I really want you to know that how exactly it is implemented, how exactly it is working, where exactly these exe files are getting stored in the cache or something. And then on the basis of that, you can take a decision. And see, this is still in the beta mode. And they are actually created some remote WebDriver builder class also. That is also new class got implemented. Inside that implementation is written over there. So you don't need to go in that detail because that's fine. That's an internal code of Selenium. But that's more than enough. You need to do that. Now, same thing, I'll give you one demo on Windows machine as well. So let me do one thing. Let me share the Windows machine now. Okay, so this is my Windows screen. Here you can see. And this is the project that it's already available, test Selenium. You go to pom.xml file. In the pom.xml file, I have already upgraded my version to 4.6.0. So simply go to pom.xml. And see, scroll down, 4.6.0 version is already available here. And I just need to do what? Just need to create any single file. So let's go to src main java test demo and launch.java I have created. See, I have not written any system.setProperty in the Windows also, and then it will automatically download this. So let's see this run as run as Java application. Let's see the browser is getting launched or not, and it should just print Google title on the console. So Chrome driver is started successfully. Browser is launched. Perfect. Absolutely working fine. If you really want to quit, you can quit also. Now let's try with the Firefox driver. So quickly, let's try with the Firefox driver here. You can just import, save it. I'll do one thing. Let me just close the driver as well. So driver dot quit the browser. You can use it here. and then save it. Now you run it and okay. So let's see, this time Firefox is getting launched. You can see automatically it will take care of it and then done. If new upgrades are happening with Firefox after, let's say, 15 days or 20 days, Firefox browser is available, new Firefox browser, then it will download firefox.exe in your system, and then it will take care of it internally. Now let's try with the Edge driver. Let's see. So see, for Edge driver also we have used, because in Mac machine we cannot use Microsoft Edge, but let's see in Windows machine it is really working or not. We can check it here. So yes, Edge driver is also perfectly working fine. And then Microsoft Edge is getting launched, google.com, and great. You can see Microsoft Edge WebDriver was started successfully. So that's an amazing feature. Great. Now I really want to know that where exactly in Windows that exe file is getting stored, in the cache or where. Generally same thing, you go to your user directory, it will be stored there. But if you really want to print in the some string, same thing, you can check it here, that what we have to do, we have to use Selenium Manager. Now instead of WebDriver Manager, use Selenium Manager dot get instance dot, there is one method that get driver. Which get driver? Let's say I really want to know that where is my Chrome driver file is available. And then you can store in some string variable. Let's say this is your C path is equal to this. It means Chrome path. And I just want to print it on the console. That is C path. Save it. And here, whatever the browser, that you want to launch, you can launch it. Let's see again back to Chrome driver. Save it, import, and then you run it. So this will give you the path of your Chrome driver exe maintained by Selenium internally. So let's run it and let's see. See the console first part. It's saying that again, go to C. This is the username of your system and the cache directory, Selenium Chrome driver. This is available there. So let's go there and let's see, is it really maintained there or not? So I go to my C drive, go to the users directory, go to, this is the username, and then go to the cache directory, and inside the cache Selenium folder will be created, and then all the binaries are maintained here. You can see, just like Chrome driver, Windows 32-bit, whatever is there, and Chrome driver.exe is maintained here. That's so nice. And tomorrow, if 108 Chrome is available, then it will create another folder for 108, 109, 1010, like that. And then tomorrow, let's say you have downgraded the version to 105. Then again, it will check, do you have 105 in this folder? No, you don't have. Then it will start downloading 104.exe here, and then it will launch 105 browser from your system. Perfect. So now it's totally get rid of System.setProperty, WebDriverManager, everything. Now we have the new feature Selenium Manager in 4.6.0 version. I hope it's clear now. So let me go back to my screen once again. So I hope you guys are clear about this particular feature. Let me know in case of any issues. Feel free to add in the comment section. If still you are not able to fix the problem, you can directly raise a ticket to the Selenium guys on their bug report on the bug page directly on the GitHub, and then they will immediately reply you back. And then you can ask the question in the comment section also. I'll try to have a look. Take care, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video, and God bless you all.